What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new to the channel too and wanted to subscribe button, that would help me out immensely. And boy, do I have a lot to catch you guys up on in this video. Starting with Aim High, Drive Low's new drop, which is now live, and it is titled 666 Reflect from the Angel Number series drop. My business partner Barrick and I have been really diligent with this drop the past 2 weeks, getting everything sorted out with some pictures here. So as you can see, really incredibly stoked with this drop. We have a video coming out hopefully within the next week or so, and pre-orders are now live and will be live until the end of the month. And again, all profit for each drop goes into the next drop. And again, just want to say thank you everybody so much for the continued love and support. And I have installed some new parts on the Mark II, if you can see what it is. And if you guessed correctly, yes, I was able to source a brand new OEM X100 coolant overflow tank bottle from this company, JDM Restoration. They have a ton of OEM Toyota X100 parts readily available and ready to ship. The only, I guess, downfall or downside is they are based in Australia, so if you don't mind waiting a couple of weeks, they will take great care of you and the prices are super fair. My old coolant reservoir was brittle, yellowed, and cracking, and I noticed when I was driving my coolant would evaporate from the canister, and now this new one, driving the Mark II hard, barely even moves. I will also be ordering the BN Sports Type 2 kit, as well as the BN Sports extended 20mm front guards from my buddy Jacob at Shock the Mob. He reached out to BN Sports, got me the kits, or priced me out the kits at near cost, and I honestly cannot say no. So as soon as we're done with the Skyline, we'll be hopping right back on the Mark II build. And it's crazy to think, in 20 days from the day this video is being recorded, I will be, and my brother, will be driving out to Vista, California to pick up the Skyline's new to me, brand new RB25 Neo DET motor. Again, a huge shout out to my boy Ian for really taking care of me on this project. Really means the world to me. If you're watching this, Ian, thank you so much. I cannot emphasize this enough. And oh my gosh, guys, the other day, well, remember when I said I want to keep this 25 Neo build just simple, essentially just get the motor, the wiring harness, and the injectors, put a new turbo on, the new bolt-ons, put it in, connect everything and tune it. I emphasize that a lot, and I was thinking again with the mentality of buy once, cry once, and I spent almost $6,000 yesterday buying a ton of new parts for the RB25 Neo. So we have the Neo motor. I ordered a custom wiring harness from Wiring Specialties, of course, that we needed, with all the customized, updated sensors that I will be running. I bought a flex fuel kit, which I was talking about, which I definitely needed. Upgraded the Knox sensors to more modern Bosch sensors. That was a sort of pretty penny. I bought all brand new fueling, injectors, fuel rail, fuel damper, a brand new fuel pump, and a Micron fuel filter, as well as fittings and the 6AN lines, of course. I bought a Ross Tough Bound harmonic pulley, which is gonna help us out a lot with just keeping in the vibration, the high torsion from the motor. What else did I buy? I splurged and went ahead and bought a Goretti front-facing manifold from RC Japan. In States, you can get them for $1,400, like shipped, ready in stock, but I got mine from RC Japan for $900 shipped. I just have to wait again 2 weeks. And I bought some other stuff too. Oh yeah, also did the R35 GTR smart coil pack conversion, which is tied into the wiring harness. I bought some other stuff too. I just really can't think on the top of my head, but again, went into the mentality of keeping it simple. But again, last night I went down the rabbit hole. I've been talking to some more RV builders, and they said, do this, that, and then your RB20 or your RB25 Neo will be near bulletproof. I'm keeping the internal stock. Don't want to touch the externals, but I will have to get brand new intake pipings made, since I'll be running the Greddy front-facing plenum. And again, just gonna keep the exhaust side stock, the T3 manifold, and still gonna be running my GTX 3071R Garrett Turbo. I will also be converting my throttle system to drive-by-wire. For some of the RV builders are informing me that it's just much simpler, of course, more modern. Throttle response will be much more responsive, and it's easily tunable. That will delete the IAC and a few other sensors that are no longer needed, so I'm incredibly stoked on that. And like I mentioned, I can't emphasize this enough. I said I wanted to keep it simple with this build, but now we're essentially going all out. But still, again, keeping the 25 Neo internally all stock. I do also need to drain and drop my tank and send it out to get cleaned. I was hoping to do it in this video, but I really don't have time. But I will be removing the Tomy Japan fuel pump, which will also be for sale. I also do need to be looking into a trigger kit. I'm currently looking at PRP, Ross, or there is also this company in Europe by the name of RB Rebuild, and they have a trigger kit that is essentially plug and play. So I'm really leaning towards that. I will also be posting parts for sale on the Skyline forum pages as well as Instagram. So if you're interested in the parts, just shoot me a DM. I am letting go of a lot of parts relatively cheap, inexpensive. For instance, my Tomy Japan fuel pump, my DeechWorks 800cc injectors. I already sold my coil packs, sold some other goodies. I am in the mix if I want to keep my XD Hyper Single push type clutch, since I paid a pretty penny for that and I like the way it felt. But if I want to run that, I'm going to need to do a push type conversion on my 34 GTT transmission, which isn't a whole lot of parts, but I might honestly just opt for getting another pull type clutch from like OS Gaiken or something. But again, I will be linking a lot of parts on sale, and I will cut you guys a decent deal if you can help me out. All right, just got the fuel pump out. Again, this is a Tomy Japan 255. I'm gonna cut a combo deal here for fueling. 255 Tomy Japan fuel pump with a Tomy Japan fuel pressure regulator and a pressure gauge with the DeechWorks 800cc injectors, 500 miles on them. All this can be yours for $500 plus shipping. Just want to let you know though that the DeechWorks injectors are for side feed, so these fit RB20 and 26. Also have this Go Fast Bits response diverter valve for RB20 for stock Plenum setup. Could be yours for $200 plus shipping. And on that note, everybody, that is all I have for you in today's video. Again, we have a ton of content coming soon for the R32 Nissan Skyline. It's crazy, this has been almost 2 years since the Skyline has been down, and boy did time go by quickly. And again, in less than 20 days, my brother and I are going to be driving up to California Vista to link up with Ian to pick up the 25 Neo. And once we get that thing back, it's go time, and I cannot wait. And by then, I'm pretty sure most to all of my parts for the Neo should be here. Crossing my fingers. I'm in no rush to get this done, but definitely my main goal is to get the Skyline completely running, tuned by summer. So we have 4 months, which honestly should be more than enough time. But again, everybody, thank you so much for the continued love and support. And if you're new to the channel too and want to hit the subscribe button, that'll help me out immensely. And remember, aim high, drive low. We'll catch you next video. Take care.